Welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and today we are actually going into space. None of that lying thing that I was doing last time. No, no, no. We're actually going today. Actually. For reals. So what we do need, though, more than anything else, is just a lot more steel. So we're just going to really siphon that along in a faster sort of manner. And I want to upgrade these to be productivity 2s. What we do need to do as well before we go into space is I actually really want to get my modules advancing, because they're not doing that at the moment. I don't like the fact they attack from that side. Where are they even coming from? Probably there. Okay, let's go actually deal with that, and then we'll get modules set up, and then yeah, so while we've set up the steel to be a little bit more efficient, I anticipate what that'll do is give me a situation where I'll get more steel and therefore more low densities, and that'll get my ship built. I do want to have more plastics and glass and steel on that bad boy, and more low densities, obviously. So we can get a lot of low densities up in that ship, because a lot of the space structures need low densities. So I think once the ship's ready to go, I might even just put low densities into a box near it. I was trying to think if there was tech that could make low densities faster and easier, and there is, but that's not going to be available for a little while, so let's not get too excited about that concept. But, you know, it's good to be prepared for that eventuality. Alright, you guys done? Great. That should stop the attacks on that side for a while. Hopefully. I'd better go over there and make sure that everything's fine. Meanwhile, the base is being attacked, but with the flamethrowers, I'm not too worried. The lack of flamethrowers is what makes that one a little bit more difficult. And the fact that we don't carry walls around as well could be a little bit of a detriment. So just put one bit of wall out there, that'll probably help. You guys want to repair those walls? Sure. Because in theory, we might not be coming back here for another couple of hours. If we go into space soon, we will probably be back on Novice before the end of the night. So we won't be gone for too long, maybe just an hour or so, unless we build more life support canisters, which probably not a terrible idea. Oh, are those not built? Oh no, they are. It's just the pink part of it made it look like the purple bar when something's been broken. And you know what? That's been blinking angrily for a while, so maybe we can do something about that. Just to get that to stop blinking, it's probably useful. We also have a bunch of stuff in my inventory that really shouldn't be there, so let's ditch some of that. I like that we just got like 500 iron plates. Like, I couldn't figure out what to do with these iron plates. What are you going to do with iron plates? I mean, geez. They're not very useful anywhere, are they? And we might just prepare these oil barrels to a place, just so that way they can, you know, when we go back and start trying to get stuff over, we can just... Oil barrels are not very efficient in ways of transporting things. We just throw some of those things away, because quite frankly we just don't need them. So into the crap box. Crap box is over here. Yes, it is. Oh, actually radars are useful. Bullets, don't need bullets. Wood. Actually, wood's useful in its own way. We make fuel out of wood. This is my wood box. It is full of wood. And that's just where I make all my fuel. Maybe too much fuel, I know, but... You know, they say, better to have too much fuel than not enough. Okay, so steel should be going a little bit better now. And it kind of is. probably go a little bit better if that was done. But we might just want to do a few more of these industrial furnaces. Thankfully, we can probably grab those and go from there. So I make those industrial furnaces over here. There they are. And we'll grab 20 of them. That's probably fine. Cool. Then we need to worry about getting... Meteor came for us, but it didn't quite get us. That's always good. I'm always pleased when they fail to hit us. And what we'd like to do is probably do like another full line of these. Just to really get some more stuff going. Should also automate beacons at some point, but we haven't done that yet. And that should provide even more steel, which, as we know, is very required. I was doing some research on how much work these tanks could hold, and it's pretty good. I think we've got a chance, but we're going to need more space. And that is going to be something we worry about when we get back from space. Oh, and that last little bit. Oop, there we go. Nice. And also probably do that. Okay, so that's going to be a bit more steel coming through. That's good. That's what we need for a lot of low densities. That's going to be needed for a lot more ships. Now what I'd like to do is start thinking about how are we going to get these modules into a good place. Also, get rid of more of these because, quite frankly, I don't need them. Nice. And somewhere around here there should be a place to throw these down. There it is. And I'd anticipate probably some place to throw these into as well. Okay, so we need some more fast belts, but to be honest, once we get into space, they're not going to be super useful. That's okay, that's what space is like. They say it don't be like that, but it do. Okay. So let's get rid of these shitty module ones. And also we need to probably start preparing the efficiency module 2s as well. Then we can bring everything down here. It probably works. Yep. Okay, so for now I'm going to move that box, but quite frankly I don't think there's a place to move that box to yet. We have batteries in here. Hopefully. We've got like a few hundred batteries in there, which is probably not quite enough. Plastics are slow, mostly due to the lack of coal. I have picked up a water bottle that's not cold. I'll be back in a second. If I'm going to drink water, I want to drink cold water, thank you very much. Much better. Okay. So we need to revitalize our plastic. For that we need to actually have the coal coming through, which is funny, I thought we had coal sorted. Unless coal is having another problem that we hadn't anticipated. Okay, what's going wrong with coal? It's slow. Okay, that's usually a bit of a problem, but it shouldn't be the end of everything. Still slow. Okay, still slow. Oh gosh, I think slow might actually have been the problem. Okay, let's see if we can speed it up. I've lost a lot of my drones while doing this, but that's okay. I will find them again. Do not fret. We will find our droney friends. And they will deliver me a lot of things that I don't really want in the way of slow ass belts. Oops. That's alright. If we can get the coal coming through a little bit faster, we should get the plastic more or less remedied. And already you can see that coal moves a little bit faster. Gosh, I keep downgrading by mistake. Yeah, can we keep going? Let's keep this going. Thank you. Alright, but that should resolve most of our coal issues, I imagine, at this point. Science is a bit slow, and most of it's going into space, so it shouldn't be a problem. We can get rid of a lot of this very soon. And yeah, coal is a little bit more reliable now. I'd like it if it was a bit more reliable than even that, but I think that's coming. I think that's happening on its own terms. Okay, so the next thing I would like to do is to start upgrading these modules. And also to be making efficiency modules on its own. So what we could do is not that. I don't really want to take from these, that's the problem. Because these are also required, but efficiency is probably very important. But of course, if I go... No, I'm just trying to figure out how to do it so I don't completely kill these. Alternatively, I could just build these elsewhere and do it that way. That would also work. I may want to start thinking about building a new base, like further out, which is something I'm going to need to think about in, say, 10 hours anyway, so maybe, yeah. Maybe a new forward base wouldn't be the worst idea. So the plan is you do need to, unfortunately, cut through this. Don't worry about it, we'll get that back online, don't you worry. Okay, so we'll start preparing another defensive line. And then once that's done, yeah, we'll see how that goes. So you've always got to be thinking about the next line, I suppose. That's kind of the truth of the matter. And we need gates. One more gate, in fact. And blueprint that out there. The plan is we're going to build down here, hold that off, maybe block this off, and then maybe that. It'll be tricky with that bit there. But then that gives us a huge space to build around, which is going to be needed for when the sun tries to kill us. Which you must always be prepared for that day. Because that day is coming. And it's coming sooner than we may be ready for it. But that's okay. That's why you prepare for such things. So we're going to kill a few bugs, and while this is happening, the rocket, of course, is continuing to be built. It's very nice. Very happy about that. And we will need to get rid of a few bug bases. But that's not too much that's not really a big deal, that's just something you just got to do sometimes. How are we going with steel? Is steel coming through faster now? Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Okay. I want to get rid of this bug base. And then, oh, it's got some stone to it too. Should have made your bug homes out of the stone, you fools. I'm kidding, of course. Like, if they made it out of stone, we would have... Oh, dear. Make sure they don't hit you, because that's how you die. But, I mean, even making this base a bit less... ow. A few less spawners will help. But, I mean, if you're going to destroy a bug base, might as well get rid of it all, right? Not really too much of a danger, as long as you just play it safe. And don't let them ambush you like they almost just did. Take it slow when there's nothing near you. Go a little bit faster when they are. Oh dear, I didn't see those worms. It's alright. We didn't get harmed. That's what shields are for. I mean, it's not exactly highly exciting just flying around a base, slowly Iron Manning these things to death, but I'll do it. For multiple reasons. I mean, the base is almost wiped out now. And just having this extra space will help me with production of things. Okay, I think that's the base gone. Or is there a couple of things left? I don't think there's any more structures. A lot of spit, though. Like a heck of a lot of spit. Okay, that's good. That wasn't really too dangerous. It was just more frustrating to have to do than anything else. Okay. We need another train stop as well, which we don't have right now. That's all right. Just let the bots do their work, get this intersection done. This intersection will be able to power probably all three of them, actually. Then we get rid of that defensive line, which isn't really too big a deal. Once it's split out a bit more, should be fine. Oh, are those? Oh no, those just mounting an attack. Okay. I thought we were in danger. But they're just planning to attack me, and that's not dangerous at all. Oddly enough. And then we're almost out of rails. Okay, so on the way back, we're going to just check how this is going. Plastic production should have increased. Let's just turn off the robots for now, because why are they carrying transport belts? Like, what are you doing? Guys, did it look like we were doing transport belts over here? Did you make that big a mistake? They did, I think. Okay, so the rocket is... Oh, the rocket is actually ready. We just need to get the space capsule. Okay, well then... If that's how it's gonna be... we need to probably... get these... Just directly insert them into the rocket, please. Alright, Nuke, I see you've used the redemption. Where would you like your name? Would you like it on this planet, or would you like it in space when we get up there? Because that is an option. Because we're going to space today, whether we like it or not. So would you like it in space, or would you like it on the planet? There are no farty sound things, I'm sorry. That's not this mod. Cargo rocket sections. Okay, we don't need any more cargo rocket sections right now. I know, I'm sorry. That was the last mod we had. In space, alright, when we get up there, you can have your name and lights in space. And that being said, we probably need to make sure we can build that. Because now I've got to. Because everyone will want to have their name up in lights in space. To project your awfulness. Is there a color you want? Do that too. Yellow? Yellow's easy. We can do yellow. Constant combiners are pretty easy as well, but we'll just take extra electric circuits just to be on the safe side there. Alright, so that's all coming through. We're going to stop doing as many of these as can for the moment. But we are more or less ready to go into space once we have this sorted out. What's the weirdest thing you can put here that was very obvious that something is wrong? Probably that. No, what's weirder than that? No, that's pretty weird. That shouldn't be there no matter what. Okay. So low densities should be coming into the ship now. Oh, how'd you ruin eggs? Like, that's the real question. How did you ruin eggs? Eggs are so... Like, I was about to say, like, so easy, but then again, I don't cook, so maybe I should shut the hell up. Yeah, we can absolutely get that sorted for you. And steel should be coming through pretty reliably as well now. So it's now just about filling up this rocket with just whatever we can find. And hoping that we don't have a problem. We'll have problems. That's, you know, it's foolish to think that we wouldn't have problems. More scaffolding, of course, would always be great. Can I just make productivity 3s? I can. I'm gonna make them by hand because that's the classy way to make things. Artisanal artisanal modules. That's who I am as a person. More glass is probably a good idea too. Can't go wrong with more glass in space. More heat shielding, probably good too. Oh, well that's going to do it. And then we probably need to go figure out how to make a capsule. Oh no. Okay, glass, more plastic. We want to worry about making more capsules? I think more capsules wouldn't be a bad idea. Secure. Oh, they need a bunch of stuff. Heat shielding glass, copper, steel, plastic. Okay. Well, some of those things are just going to be picked up along the way, so that's fine. And also, we actually probably should start thinking about that module that I was totally saying that we need to build. Make some sulfur, why not? I think I need it anyway. Okay, so... What was I just saying I needed? Heat shielding, glass... Oh, secure containers, right. Plastic, okay. Well, any plastic I guess I don't need. I'm just accidentally picking up a bunch of stuff. I'm just like, you know what, it's fine. If I take too much stuff that I don't need right now, it'll be used in space at some point, or it'll just stay up there forever. And that's fun in its own way. Okay, cool. At that point, I think I've got enough of those. So now let's think about the capsule. The capsule will need a bunch of heat shielding, a bunch of low densities, a bunch of rock control units. Okay, so most of those are actually pretty easy. Rock control units are actually way easier than they should be. I think I've built too many of those. Low density. Oh, actually, I still need another. And that sounds like the satellite rocket just being launched. Fun. Off it goes. New planet, Emir. Okay, what's Emir about? Crude oil. It's a very oily planet. A lot of resources, though. Okay, that's fun. Okay, next up is we want to make some of these. Oh, we're still building them. Okay, well, that's probably a little bit early then to start worrying about that. Solid fuel, low densities. Okay, we've got way too much stuff in my inventory right now that we simply are not going to be able to build all of this. So let's just dump a bunch of crap. Low densities. Oh, yeah, low density is doing so much better than I've got lots of steel coming through. Great. Happy to see it. Okay, so. You know what? I know I needed these. I might as well just stand here and collect them. Good. Glass, low densities, and solid rocket fuel. Okay, I know we're got a ton of solid rocket fuel. Gonna go into space today. Glass, I know we've got a bunch of glass as well, which, honestly, I don't know why I haven't raided that yet. Oh, engines. Always good to take these. Now, there was a bunch of glass being made here. Artisanal glass. Okay, now I think the only things I'm lacking is low densities. Oh, and one solid rocket fuel. Wait a second. Am I burning... I'm probably using the rocket fuel for processed fuel. Which is probably not what I want to do. Make sure I take plenty of space platform. Yep. I'll take all I've got. Might not be enough, but we'll take what we've got. Low densities is all we sort of need now. Which I know we don't have enough of those. Sorry, I just got a message from a friend. We're able to watch Shang-Chi now, and we weren't able to watch it before. And so he's just sent me a message about it. He's enjoying it, which is good. I love Marvel films, and I don't give a crap because they're good fun. So the minor problem is we don't have that many low densities. We can probably steal some from here. Or at least we probably could have if it didn't just consume everything. Okay. I'm going to put a wall in... Stop it! I'm going to put a wall in there as well. Just so that way it really focuses on getting them into there. How many... we got... Oh, that's right. They make scrap, don't they? We really don't have enough of the space platforms. We just don't. But that's okay. We'll do what we can because we must. I am paraphrasing Still Alive there, but you know what I mean. We are going to make so many more low densities in the future. It's ridiculous how many we're not making. Like, I need to see that just full. It's fine, I suppose. On the basis that I have no other options. But then, if let's grab more of those. You never have too much steel or plastic and glass, I think. So just take a bunch of steel, take a bunch of plastics. Because they're going to be difficult things to make in space. The good news is plastic is coming through fairly reliably at the moment. One thing that might actually help, oddly enough, is to maybe put some beacons up. Like if I put a beacon up, say, here, move that obviously. Turn my robots off, okay, turn robots back on. Then I go and get some belts, because apparently I don't have any. That's a critical failure of this plan. And then just chuck some speed modules in it. Then we should get more plastics. But that's not where the fun's not over yet, kids. Because there's no room to do that again. Or, hang on, why don't I just do this a much smarter way and just do it in the middle? Could just even upgrade all of those. We are carrying a bunch of crap that I really don't need. Fun. Can we get rid of some of this iron? Kind of. And that iron is used for many things. Except not as much things as you'd think. Okay. So while low densities are still building up, we are going to grab some things to make these things a bit faster. There's no harm in having more of these around. Okay, so the plan here is we love this. This is great. Everyone is happy. Could we be happier? Yeah, I think so. Because what we could do is we could move this here, move that there. Nope. That there. Oh, you don't have power? Oh, geez, it's almost like because we're using shitty power poles. Okay. Oh, but what's this? Plenty of space for beacons. Damn, that's cool. Oh, I just realized a lot of my stuff went. A lot of my stuff went into that box when I was fixing some things up. Okay, that's fine. So we might just have to use artisanal handmade power poles for the moment. And can we make another power pole somehow? No, no we can't. We'd need to have like a unit of copper. Okay, well that did it. That more than did it in fact, but that's alright. Just build one more wooden power pole, just to get this going. And there we go. That should really class up our plastic belt. And if you're going to class up your plastic belt, just take a bunch of it. It's yours. Enjoy it. Okay, so what can we chuck in here? Well, the glass. Oh, actually, we need some of the glass. The batteries, we don't need that. We made those just to make them. Copper, probably don't need that. Stone bricks, probably don't need it, but whatever, we'll take it. Belts are not super useful because I need better belts in space. That's alright. Have we got the low densities we need yet? No, we still need a few. Okay, I say if we're not ready in half an hour, we're launching regardless. Okay? We've got to get into space today. No dicking about. A few more of those. That should also push... I wonder if I could actually make low densities faster by doing the same thing I just did with the speed module trick. Couldn't hurt. Only thing that's going to hurt is how much power I use, which that is one of the reasons we're going to space. Is we're going to develop new power sources up in space. And it's going to be heckin' cool. 2 more. 1, 2. Great. Now we can make a capsule, except we can't because we've been flying around and wasting the cool energy. That's fine. So anything we've got in my box now, we can throw in there. I don't really want to fly right now because if I fly, it's going to break everything. I'm just going to let it keep going. I'm going to put the... Oh, wait. I don't actually make the secure containers. Okay, let's make the secure containers first. So we're going to need those to breathe. Other things we might need, because we're going to have more space to do things. Do we need armor? Probably not. Exoskeletons? Yeah. Do we need a power pack? Yes. No, we're just going to carry what we've got. We're going to actually rip the stuff out of this one and rebuild it. That should be fine. We will later fix that up so it's less manual. Okay, and let's put the capsule that I just built. There we go. Put that in there. And that'll prepare to launch. The launch trigger is manual. That's good. We are now ready to launch. Oh boy. I am afraid. But they say a man can only be brave when he's truly afraid. And so I'm very brave. Alright, we're also needing to grab more, probably green science if we can find it. Because I just noticed science is a little bit light. My sciences all come up here. They do. Let's just grab sciences. Just grab whatever I can. I know I've got to train for this, but it's fine. The plan is after this, I will probably dismantle all my sciences. But I see no reason not to. Space science will just be far more effective. This is a lot of science we're bringing up. Okay, that's fine. That's probably a lot of science that we really didn't need that much, but that's okay. And we were just thinking about beaconing these bad boys. Is that possible? Maybe a little trickier. We'll come back to that after we drop off the science. I don't think we needed as much black science as we just picked up, but that's okay. That should give us plenty of these. Awesome. Then please turn into life support modules. Put it with coal, and that'll let us breathe for quite some time. We should be fine in space for a couple of hours with that. Okay. Important thing is land is being made. Now, can we do this? Well, first off, let's take our box of things that we threw away because we need a lot of those, because that seems to be a lot of our inserters. Okay, so can we find a place for this to work? Put it here. Whatever happens, you're going to be putting it in the way of 2 things, so you will actually stop 1. You'll stop 2, actually. Yeah, if that's what you have to do, that's what you have to do. Because it will make everything way faster anyway, so it'll be technically a gain. And that's what I'm going to tell myself. Okay, so whichever one of these turns off next, we'll see what we can do. I think one of these turns, I think these turn off at this point. Probably shouldn't have stopped that. Could have at least given me something. That's all right. But I mean, at the very least, I should be making more of these now. And power just gets a little bit more strenuous. Next time I build these, I've got to, like, every time I build something now, I've got to think about how am I going to put beacons in it, because that was clearly not a great job of that. Now, this one can be fixed, but not that last bit. So that one's down, which is fine. And then we've got these productivity 3s, which I can chuck into here as well. I could also probably improve these by making them assembly machine 3s. And I see no reason not to do that. Yes, I'm doing it manually, but again, this is one of those things that's good to have set up now, because I'm going to need a lot of them. It's going to be making my structures, it's going to be making almost everything that's needed in space. And we need big LE motors. And we need steel. Thankfully steel's easy to come by. Heat shield, yeah, so even the space modules are going to require heat shielding and low densities. So building these, getting these upgraded, is only going to be helping us out. Wow, we still need more, huh? We don't really have the resources for more right now. It's alright, we can get them. And that will speed up things. Honestly, I don't know why. Oh, it doesn't matter. We didn't have the steel for it before anyway. And let's just absolutely kill power. Keep the resources coming in. Copper is a bit of a problem. Is that because we just don't have the copper, or because it's slow? We just don't have the copper. Okay, that's fine. That will be a problem we can fix later, I suppose. Or actually, we can fix it now by switching them out for an extra productivity module. Oh, incoming rock. No damage done. Good. They usually don't do damage anymore. Are there rocks in space? I didn't consider that. I suppose there are rocks in space, because that would make sense. After all, rocks come from space. They come from space, they probably can still hit you up there. Well, that's a thought that I hadn't thought about, and now I'm a little bit uncomfortable about it. That's alright. We'll figure it out. Look, if anything gets hit in space, that's just called bad luck, honestly. We've got big electric motors, we've got more stuff. Yeah, okay. You know what, I'm going to chuck the rocket fuel in there. Do I need the rocket fuel? Pfft, who knows? Put it in there anyway. Do we have any radars in there? I don't know. Put some radars in there. That, sure, why not? Batteries? Okay, yep. Okay, we got another 190, 110 cargo spots. With it, we can put another, oh, wow, this has been busy. 122 scaffolding. Do we have poles? No, we didn't bring any electric poles. Okay, we'll chuck those in there, please. Got some inserters, that's fine. Maybe some more vulcanite blocks wouldn't go wrong. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, maybe More of these couldn't go wrong either. Just take them all. There's no reason to leave them on Earth, I think. Let's check, and I don't know why I call it Earth. It's not Earth. Earth doesn't have scary bugs. Well, it does, but different types. Okay, we've got 60 slots more. And I think we actually just don't want speed modules here at all. I don't think our base can handle it. Might as well just put more productivity into it. More productivity modules is only a good thing. It'll slow us down, but it means we are being more productive with the resources we have. Copper has absolutely shat the bed. Despite... That's right, I was wanting another train for copper, wasn't I? We can do that. That just needs iron gear wheels. If I need iron gear wheels in space. Look, you know what? At this point, doesn't hurt having them. Take more copper. You can never have too much copper. Iron gear wheels. They're really good, guys. Yeah. Iron is a little bit slow right now. That makes sense, because steel is really the focus. Cargo wagon, yes. What we're going to do is we're going to put the train down. Boop. We're going to put some cargo wagons down. Boop, boop. We're going to put a signal down. That way it doesn't jam up everything else if it's waiting for something. Ooh, it might actually jam up everything if it's waiting for something. Okay, let's shoot. There's not much I can do about that. Aside from maybe move everything one notch over. Is not really an option. Yes, it is. It's absolutely an option. Move everything over just like a couple of notches. There's no copper in there anyway, like it's not going to hurt anyone. And we actually want to copy the train station. Don't worry about the rails. Okay. So, did I just create a blueprint of that? No. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Cut. What we here now? Okay, so this should, in theory, give us more copper. Hopefully. Just because when I leave the base, I want to make sure that it is still running without me. I think that's a fairly reasonable expectation. Can you just build that train station, please? Don't just look at me. You. Yeah, the train was kind of confused there. Oh, where are you going? Where are you going? I don't know where it was going. I don't think it likely knows either, but that's okay. Sometimes trains are a bit like that. They get confused. And you gotta just respect the train that gets confused sometimes, because it's very confused. And remember, trains are as afraid of you as you are of them. Okay, there we go. You can go pick up some copper now. Okay, that's good. Meanwhile, plastics are coming through. Low densities are probably still piling up, hopefully. They need to be. They're not. Because copper shit the bed. That's fair enough. Copper does that sometimes. Okay, we'll take that. That gives us plenty of life support canisters. We've got 60 more space scaffolding. Good, good. I assume my inventory joins me up there, but really no. A lot of satellite telemetry. I mean, let's just take more of the basics, you know? More steel, more copper, more plastics, more glass. More glass is probably definitely good. And then once we're up there, we'll figure out how we've all gone wrong in our lives. That's exciting. It's always good to know where you've gone wrong in your life after the fact. Plastic is looking much healthier. Plastic is looking much healthier. I'm happy to see plastic doing well. I don't really need more sulfur, but I've taken some anyway. Honestly, I think we're about ready to go to space. I mean, I'm not. Let's be honest. I'm not ready to go to space. But that's maybe some more iron plates, maybe some more electric circuits. Get some more blues. No, more greens is probably good. They slowed down because we ran out of everything else. Iron plates, always good. Can never go wrong with more iron plates. Can never go wrong with more greens. Can never go wrong with more copper. Plastic, I mean, plastic's good. We know good things. We've heard good things about plastic. You know, no one's ever spoken badly about plastic in their lives. Because it's good. It's a good material. Anyone who says otherwise about plastic is a communist. And I hate to tell you this, but if you think plastic's not good, you might be a communist. Unless you already knew that, in which case, I mean, I'm not really telling you anything you didn't already know. And that's cool. I'm glad I helped you out today. I actually got nothing against communists. I mean, not really. I guess. You know, I don't know. I just said that very plainly, and then I'm like, do I though? I'm like, I don't know. I didn't really think about it. Homer is many things, but he's not a communist. He may be a liar, a drunk, a cheat, a communist. I don't remember the full line. Okay, well, let's chuck some things in. Did I just chuck wood in? Nope, I still got wood. I guess I'm going to be taking the wood with me regardless, though, aren't I? Rocket control units, why not? You know what, I'm done with this. Let's do the changeover. We probably don't need personal defenses. Batteries, probably good. Let's just take everything out of this and put the new suit on. So right now it has 3 hours of lifetime and space prepared. That's pretty good. That seems good to be in space for 3 hours. Probably too many of those. Okay, power that up. Armor. Never go too wrong with some armor. Again, what's going to shoot me there? It's space. Space isn't going to hurt me. No one's ever been hurt in space before. So maybe what you'd be better off doing is having some batteries, another one of these, and then another one of the reactors. And it is time for the monumental occasion of going into space. We are a bit slow. We'll see if there's any more space platforms to take, but it is time to go into space. I will save now, just in case this all goes wrong. It's time. Novice orbit! I'm scared. Being afraid doesn't help anything. Space! Okay, I was a little bit premature on that. Space! Well, we landed. Okay, so, oh my goodness. I just sort of fly around, huh? Okay, so all my capsules are here. I hadn't really thought this far ahead. What was I going to do once I got here? That's alright, we got a bunch of rocket fragments. Maybe not everything made it. But I would be thinking. I don't think everything made it. But hopefully it's okay. Okay, so let's oh gosh, I'm gonna need the tether gun a lot, aren't I? Well, let's I know there's some scaffolding here. Let's find some scaffolding and get started. Okay, robots, you can stop for the moment. Okay, first step first, let's put a landing pad so that we never have to do that again. Now, I know there's a landing pad in one of these boxes. There it is. Okay. Ah, jeez, I fell off again. That's going to happen a lot these days, isn't it? Jeez. Stop! Okay. Space scaffolding. Now, we've only got 1,000 of it, which seems like we didn't bring enough. But that's what we had. And there's a rocket part here, which has got made of scrap. We still need more space scaffolding. Oh my goodness. Well, welcome to C block, or space block, sorry. Huh? No, no. It's space block. I didn't say C block, I said space block. Okay, so now if we ever come back here, we can land somewhere as opposed to doing what we just did now. Okay, the next step is we don't have enough scaffolding. We don't have near enough scaffolding. That's okay. The next thing I want to do is probably start researching. Maybe the plan here is that we will not put the... Stop it. You know, let's just fly everywhere. Oh, okay, you can pick up the scaffolding. Great. That's going to be interesting. Let's just put the research facility down. There it goes. And we're just going to put our sciences in it. These aren't our sciences, but we'll put them in there anyway. And I want to start researching this. There is a lot of other things we're going to have to do before that actually goes through, but for now, this we'll have to do. And it doesn't have power. That's okay, we've got power poles in here somewhere. There we go, found some power poles. Oh right, it does actually have power, it just doesn't work like that. Okay, let's try putting... Oh, no, 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 stop. I don't think I have my productivity 3s in here. That's okay. Yeah, an asteroid just came for us in novice orbit. That's not good news. Well, that's where we're at. The important thing is, science has started. Okay, the next thing we need to worry about is to put all the stuff in a warehouse. Just to get started. What was that noise? Oh, I think we just swapped life support containers. Okay, let's put the stuff in the boxes. Some of the stuff I clearly don't need. The containers, they will need to go into... You know what? Okay, storage chests are the stuff that's clearly meant for land and not space. Because quite frankly, I probably shouldn't have brought that stuff here. That's okay. Put some accumulators in here. Just we don't need accumulators right now. Just keep packing the stuff in that we are going to store here. I think I just took something I didn't want to take there. Jeez. Space. It's going to get much better when space is, you know, more settled. But this is what space is. You know, you gotta... Like, let's take that back with us. That cargo pod could be reused, I suppose. Actually, that was science. Science we can use. We've got a place for science. We could use a bigger box for science. The good news is we are beginning to research the things that we needed. This is the whole reason we came into space, to get this great solar panel technology. Maybe step one should be, if we can find those tanks. Oh, we're under attack. Are we? I don't know why I clicked on that button like I thought it was going to help me. We're probably under attack. It's fine. That's a land problem. We're beyond that. We're above land problems now. Okay. I would love to take these flat panels back home with us, which is really what we're trying to work towards. Oh, no, not all of those things. You know what? For now, we can probably just... We have fuel and we have air. We can probably just not even worry about it and get everything sorted afterwards. That's probably a bit easier. Yeah, that's working. Oh, heck, I took off my air again. Oh, that's scary when I do that. I do not wear it. Okay, there it is. Okay. Well, that time I just did it unintentionally. Okay, there's my my tanks, which is going to be very good for a part that's coming up very soon. Okay, this is good though. We're in space. Ah! They say space is hard, so you know it's okay. Okay, from here we've gathered the basics of what we need. Now space will provide. We still have plenty of room in these boxes. Okay, so what's my next plan? My next plan may be to get the tanks unloaded. That seems like a good plan. So we need those and we need the tanks. Where are the tanks? Oh, we need those as well. Okay, there's the tanks and there's the pumps. Awesome. My goodness. I'm flying! I can't be stopped. Okay. So the plan now is we're going to go like this. And we're going to have a tank. You know what? A lot of this stuff is pretty useless. Actually, let's just set up a 4. And this is going to be for space shit. Spaceship 1, spaceship 2. This is a bad plan. I already hate it. Do need is tanks. Nope, wrong sort of tank. We'll get there. Okay, storage tanks, yes. Now the plan is we're going to, what do we put in first? Water, I guess. Other way around though, we want to empty it. There we go, empty water barrel. One more back. We turn that on now. I don't have my construction bots. That's okay. Oh, this is going to be a fight. Everything's going to be a fight in space. Water barrels, that's all we have apparently. My construction bots, yes. And a pump. And I suppose a box. Which, surely we've got a wooden box in here. We do. Wooden box is not going to be big enough. Actually, if we just put all my barrels in here, that's probably going to work just fine. And then we need to worry about what to do with the leftover barrels, which can go back in there. Okay. That's water being stored. Meanwhile, science is happening. Always pleased to see science happening. And that's going to be all the water we get there. It's alright. Always helps to fly in space and just sort of try and swim in space. We'll get the scrap. We can do something with it later, I suppose. Don't. Oh, that was a lot of scrap just there. And we do have more barrels here, so let's just chuck those barrels in there as well. That should be good. Mostly good for power at the moment, I think. That's another tank gone. Alright, if we can get flat solar panels, I'll be pretty happy. So we can build the multispectrals already. And to build multispectrals, we need chemical gel. Okay, so chemical gel may be the next thing we need to think about. Yeah, things we don't need to think about? Non-space things. Actually, we need cosmic water, don't we? Cosmic water is going to need lubricant, so we can do that one next. That looks bad. What's happening on Novus? Okay, well, you know what? I'm not going back there right now. If anything breaks, it breaks. Nothing I can do about that. And we're done with water for now. Okay, that's good. Thank you so much for that. So now what we want to do is have lubricant. I'm going to put lubricant next to water. Going to give it a bit of a wide berth for obvious reasons. And we're going to put a pump down. And we're going to need space pipes, which I don't think we actually built any of. So we may need to think about space pipes. Okay, space pipes, what do they need? They need copper cable, copper, glass, steel, and plastic. Okay. Glass. Steel. Plastic. Okay. We'll build 30 for now. That's looking bad, but you know what? Ain't nothing I can do about it. I'm in space. Can't do shit about things when I'm in space. Space pipes. Oh yeah, space pipes are going to take a while to build. That's alright. Okay, let's go get those barrels of lube. Actually, we just check all the barrels in here, frankly. There's no reason not to. Okay, some of those things weren't barrels, but that's okay. Because all my barrels can go in there. And once the space pipe's done, then the lubricant will empty into there and we'll be good again. So right now we're just going to get all the liquids out. That seems like a good start to anything. Oh, you know what? I do need to do something. I'm remiss in doing this. This is super important. We need iron and electric circuits. Okay. Because someone has redeemed the thing and they must... So, Nuke 737. Okay, so that is 7 characters. Excellent. And we're going to need constant combiners as well. We're going to need a couple of those. You know what? This place makes sense to be named after Nuke because it's an absolute disaster. I'm sorry. Still watching this. I will know very quickly. We'll do 10. Okay, so with that we should have the lubricant going out. That's all the lubricant we had, is it? Oh, you know, we probably put the pump on the wrong side there. That's alright, we can... There we go. Lubricant, sorted. Now, we need to sort out the next liquid. Which... can be, I don't know... sulfuric acid? Why not? There's no real plan here except for just getting the barrels emptied. Probably shouldn't do it quite like that because we want to make sure that we have as much non-wasted resources as possible because we're in space. And every resource we waste while in space, we are not getting it back easily. Okay, that's alright. We're getting there though. So that looks like sulfuric acid maybe there. That was only 4.2 units, 4.2k units of sulfuric acid. That doesn't sound quite right. I'm sure I brought more than that. He did not bring more than that. Okay. Well, that's what we got, I suppose. So next is... what is next? Light oil? Heavy oil? Petroleum? Petroleum's probably good next. Gotta make sure I got plenty of space. I might have lost some of it in the crash. Oh, yeah, that's possible. That would make sense. Go like that. I suppose we can do a space Downy boy. Yeah, losing some of my resources in space is kind of annoying, but that's okay. Now, as the space has become just a little bit more acidic. Okay, well, now we're actually doing the thing, redeeming the reward that I was asked to redeem. So, where are we going to put him? Let's put him... Needs to go one more up. So this is an absolute waste of resources what I'm doing right here, but for a redemption, so you got to do it. That's the rules. Someone asks you to do something and you put it a redemption, you've got to do it. Look, we'll worry about that in a moment. Got to do the redemption first. So that's going to be in. And you know what? If someone wants it to be flashing colors, you sub and we'll do that. Someone wants their name in flashing colors, you sub, you get your name in flashing lights wherever you want it. For every future month, you get another sign wherever you want it. That's how we're going to roll this. In UK, I can just double click, I just remembered. Did I make my underground space pipe already? I did. Oh. Space pipe to ground? I don't think that works that way. 7... What is it? 737. Okay, cool. Good news is we can reuse the 7. So hey, we saved some resources. And then finally, we need some green cable just to make it all yellow, as per his request. Actually, could I have just done it with one? Probably not. Not going yellow. Oh, gotta use colors. There we go. And we've missed one. There we go. All done. Nuke station for now is what it's called. Why? Because we wait, what? You only get one? Oh, that's bullshit. It says you can walk over space pipe, but when you go squeak through, it's kind of irrelevant. Yeah, okay, so space pipe to ground is kind of worthless. Oh, I see. You don't do it that way. You do it long straight pipe and you go from there. Okay, I did that wrong, but that's alright. We're learning here. About learning for now. Put a couple of solar panels out just to... And we want to make cosmic water. Which... Cosmic water is... Nope, how do we make it? It's just water and lubricant and a decontamination facility. I didn't bring one of those. Hopefully I can make one of these. Yeah, it should be able to. Shouldn't be a problem, aside from the space pipes, which are a problem for their own reason. Big electric motors, vulcanite, and chemicals. Okay. Well, good news, I brought a lot of those. Oh, I should be taking those. Some of these things should actually be in a different box. Okay, some of these things need to go back to Earth with... Oh, not Earth. Novice. With me. And honestly, the used ones, probably not much good up here anymore. Okay, we needed some of that. We probably need some of that. And a chemical plant. What are we lacking for a chemical plant? We're nothing. Okay. So this is just going to be our first thing we make in space, aside from a mess. Oh, it needs to be made in a space manufactory. Okay, well this is the time. So the space manufactory is going to be an interesting thing right now. We've only got one of them. And if I can find it, I'll even take it out. No, I've seen it. Maybe I haven't. Okay. So, you know what? I know how to find it. I know there is one. Filter inserter. What we do is we go space. And then we make it find it. It's not there. Because it's there. Oh damn, there's a bunch of cool stuff on there. Okay, so that's not required. And what we want is a decontamination facility. Okay, I guess that's the reason we didn't build it before. We literally couldn't. Vulcanite. One of those. Some pipes. And some big LE motors. Okay, good. Done. We will needing... The space manufactory will be a little bit strange for a little while, but that's okay. Decontamination facility. That's where it lives. Bam. With this, we want to make cosmic water in space. Also, I guess we could clean these and have contaminated liquids. Oh, this is going to be a pain. But for now, the whole point was they're around the wrong way. Okay. Okay, so new plan. This bad boy, he's gonna make space pipes. Because we need space pipes. And this bad boy gonna make copper wires because we need copper wires. And this bad boy just exists where he is. Okay. Copper, you know you love it. That, steel and plastic. Here we go. And I just want to see them in a box for now. I don't really care what sort of box. I've got a box right here. I will just take that. Quite frankly, I just need to have it. Wow, that thing's just making endless copper wires. That's kind of terrifying. I thought I wasn't able to use speed mod. Oh, am I not allowed to use productivity modules in space? I thought I wasn't allowed to use modules at all. Okay, I made 200 copper wires. That's fine, I suppose. And we are going to need one more undergroundy boy. Because we need to put the water around on the other side. Actually, no, we don't need to do that. We could do it this way. Okay, we'll stop that. Just stop. And just flip it. Okay. We now have cosmic water being created. Yes. Now, how much cosmic water do we need? And I believe the answer is yes. We just need all the cosmic water. This may mean we run out of regular water, but I don't think we need water here. I think there's no reason for water aside from cosmic water in space. Yeah, we should be good. Just a moment. Okay, Never mind. Okay, so that's cosmic water done. Awesome. Now what we really want is these solar panels. Now we know that. The cosmic water, I am needing it to make chemical gel, I believe. Yeah. So cosmic water will make chemical gel. Chemical gel with this other stuff will make multispectral mirrors. The multispectral mirrors, and this is what I'm so excited about, will make flat solar panels, which output 400 kilowatts of power instead of 60. So the main reason I wanted to come to space is just so I could make these. So if I come back with full stacks of these, I'm happy. That's my main goal in space. You may notice that I'm already researching flat solar panels. So that's what we're doing. But cosmic water is really needed for a lot of things. It's needed for 17 recipes. Some of them is just making some stuff thermofluid. I don't know if there's a way to make that, but cosmic water basically is water, but in space. It's water with a bit of antifreeze, basically, is my understanding. I guess that's what the lubricant is in this case, is some antifreeze. Okay. So we want to make chemical gel. Needs a space manufactory. Really? Is that the only way to make it? Yeah. Okay then. Hopefully we don't need a lot of this. Because I don't want to have to keep this here. So that's going to need cosmic water and petroleum. Okay, well I guess that's the next liquid coming out here, isn't it? Petroleum, oh it's gas, isn't it? Petroleum gas, just empty the gas barrel into the oblivion of space. How long is a 9-pipe junction? That's not bad. Maybe we want another one of those. Pretty good. Could probably do with a 15 actually. Probably just wasted some resources there, but whoops. Okay, that is pretty good. Pretty happy with that being a thing. Now that space manufactory will have to be moved one day because, or I'm going to need to make more of them. One or the other. I'm pretty sure that can't just stay there forever. Thankfully, I think I brought a lot of petroleum. I don't think I did, actually. Well, if I did, it may have been destroyed. I'm not seeing a lot more. Also, that uranium needs to go back to ground. And with that, that might be all my petroleum done for. Yikes. Okay, so how much petroleum does this need? Quite a bit. We need chemical gel for rocket science as well. Shoot! Well, we need to bring more petroleum to space next time. Not easily. It's not as simple as just going down there and picking up some up from the store. I would have to actually go back, build a new rocket, and then come back. Which, sure, it's possible, but it's a bit of a pain. No, well, I mean, they're somewhat reusable. Like, I do have some rocket parts, and the capsule will let me get back to space, which is nice. But you know, we very quiet. So that's why I'm calling it space block. I think once you actually start landing the ships on the surface of wherever you're going, you can reuse parts of the rocket. But you can't use the entire bloody rocket. At least not for a long time, if you can. I think we're good with that for now. I don't want to use all my cosmic water. So we'll bring that back. Blast. It's gonna... Okay, fine. Can't I automate them? Yeah, I can. And that's going to be the plan for the next launch. The next launch will be a lot more automated. But this launch wasn't particularly automated. It was just about just getting there and figuring out how to do things. The good news is, well, if I had the bots sorted, I could have actually had the rockets back to being built. But I didn't. The good news is, though, we're getting more low-density structures in there, and that'll all sort itself out in the end. So yeah, we will be able to do that later, but we didn't this time. Chalk it up to a little bit of bad planning, a little bit of it's the unknown, and I didn't really know how it's going to go. But that's okay. Sometimes you save all the people, but the rocket ship still goes into it's destroying space. That's okay. Okay, so next I want to unload another tank, which honestly, at this point, I think we're getting into tanks that don't really need to exist. But that's okay. I still have 2 hours left in space. That's plenty of time. Oh, okay. Gonna be like that. Why am I doing that? I don't need to do that. They just go in on their own. And in the future, what I might also do is have some logistics. Okay, that's something I need to prepare. I might have some logistics spots so that when the ship lands, it'll deliver things to where it needs to go. Well, if that's the case, then why don't I put some roboports down now? Probably a good idea. It's more for dropping off than carrying them around, though. That's the plan. Because we will have higher bot attrition in space. And bot attrition is something that really encourages me not to want to deal with things. Also, we don't have any logistics bots existing right now, so that's probably not super helpful. Okay, so as much as I would like to get these rocket science packs done, the reason I was here was for the solar panels. So now we just need to get lubricant, chemical gel, steel, glass, low densities, and heat. And we'll be good. I'm just trying to keep everything a little bit segmented right now, just while I build. But we will get there. And then once we have as many of these as we can build, we'll turn as many of them into flat solar panels, and we'll see how we go. So this is going to be the space manufactory again. Same thing, different thing. Now there is a easier one you can do later with iridium plating, but we don't have iridium plating yet. Of course, yet just means yet. We'll get it. Okay. Whoop, whoop. Fell off the space station for a little bit. Okay. Then we'll have a couple of iron chests, because why not? Steel, glass, low density, heat shielding. Okay, well, we've got heat shielding. Got glass, that's good. Steel and low densities. Okay, low densities might be the problem that we hadn't considered. Well, we got some. And then later when we come back up here, we will have a rocket system to be able to fire things up. And that'll be exciting. That should probably be stack inserters, honestly. Okay, and how do we build these? It's the space manufactory again. I do like that animation. So every 4 of these we build is a really good solar panel. I don't know. So we're going to be able to build out about 150, so a few. Not as many as I wanted though. But it will mean I've got more power, which is good. Okay, so while that's doing its thing, let's think about rocket science. So rocket science, well, we need barrels, which good news for rocket science. We've got barrels. We're going to need data cards. Okay. Data cards are glass and iron plate. Now this is actually something we probably need to have a production line for. On this side, we're going to probably start actually having a bus of sorts. So, bad news is we really don't have a lot in the way of transport belts for space. But we got some. Space belts. Space pipes. Just writing down what I think we'll need for next adventures. Okay, well that's good. We've now got the technology we need. Okay, so the next question is, what the hell do we build next? We probably don't have a ton of rocket science. So whatever we choose here has got to be a good one. Now, I don't really think we start working on to the next level of science as of yet. Rocket survivability does seem like a good idea. Rocket reusability does mean I can get into space easier again. So it means it's easier to go in and out of space, which honestly, anything to do with a rocket safety right now is probably a good idea. Yeah, rocket reusability. That should be able to be finished now as well. Okay, so glass and iron plate. For now, what I'll do is I'll make a couple of iron chests. I'll put some iron in it, one, and glass in the other. I'm going to need more glass for the future, but that's alright. That probably could have been done better. Now, you know what? We don't need to care about efficiency just yet. We will put them apart for now, but we do not need to care about, ooh, if it's going to be a full belt, it's not the time to worry about such shenanigans. Okay, we need a space assembly machine. And then we can either polish it with water or we can polish it with chemical gel. Which, I mean, honestly with water eventually gets us good stuff, so let's do that. I'm a little bit concerned about what's going on in Novice right now, so... Oh no, it's fine. They're fine. Okay, so we've got some space manufactories. Probably should build them closer together. Great. And for now, I'm just going to do that. Those are real fast belts. Let's give it a little bit of room. And I don't need to power that. And we're going to make, what is it? Rough data storage substrates. Okay. So we're probably going to need a lot of these in time. But for now, let's just go small and we will expand out later. Everything else is easy to make. It's just the machine learning data is going to be a bit of a pain. And to do that, we're going to need the blank storage cards. Well, actually... No, for now it's fine. It's just about getting them made. We can make them a lot better and a lot faster later. Scrap. Go in the scrap box. We have a box of scrap. Now, again, this is one of those things that later it'll be fine. But right now, we're not going to worry about it. Okay. Could probably launch these into space in the future. But then again, if you launch them to space, you still need to polish them in space, so it doesn't really change much. Decontamination facility, I think we've got one of those. We do. We may not be able to make rocket science today, but we'll certainly try. I think we start running out of space, both literally and figuratively. Okay, we're just going to do it with cosmic water for now. And spin that bad boy around. Really though, anything that we can leave in space, we're gonna do that. Like most of the stuff that's in space is gonna stay there. Because, you know, you don't fly everything to space and then just go, it doesn't need to be in space. We brought it here for a reason. Gosh darn it. Now the good thing about these long straight pipes is that they don't... Each pipe is considered one unit, so it doesn't slow down your computer as much. So that's one bonus. Okay, then we've got to worry about contaminated water. Always a good thing to worry about. And we're going to worry about that over here. With a tank. Now we can later turn this into nice clean water again. But not yet. So now we've polished our substrates. Now we've got to turn them into blank data cards. Which is going to need a space manufactory. Now at this point, this one might just have to stay that way. And we ran out of glass, did we? Huh. Not what I thought we'd run out of first. Okay, let's see if we can find some more glass. Oh yeah, we found some more glass, alright. Hey Solburn, how you doing, buddy? We got into space only just about an hour ago. We got into space and now we're playing Space Block. It's a lot like C Block, except there are no resources here. And I'm stressing out. That's okay. So we are now doing the space stuff for a little while. So my understanding is most of the space stuff is about science, and then all the land stuff is about actually getting the resources for space. The disco ball is the disco ball lab. It is like a regular lab, except it's way faster. And it looks like a cool disco ball. And these are space belts. I can't, well, I think I can build them. Sounds bad. You know what? Don't worry about land. Land's happening. Yeah, so these deep space belts, we actually can't even build them yet. The game came with a few of them. Because there were some boxes. And we've looted the boxes, but... Actually, you know what? There's some weapons here. And some fish. The fish are probably not as great. The Tesla weapon and the glacier ammo, we can probably use that. And we're not going to worry too much about everything else going on right now. The space platform started with just this bit here, and there were some boxes of stuff. Everything else I've sort of brought up and had to build here. So the land I'm working on, I built on Novice. These solar panels I built here, or I brought to me. These were here when I got here, but now I can build them. This thing here was already here, but I've been using it. And actually, speaking of which, it's done what I needed to do. So now it's time to make the good solar panels. Can only be constructed in space. Can only be constructed in space by this one machine. Okay, let's go get some solar panels. And these we're going to take back to Novice with us. Actually, it'd be better if we did it this way. There we go. So each one of these solar panels gives me 400 kilowatts as opposed to 60. So this is one of the reasons I really wanted to come to space, to get this started. How difficult is it to make a space manufactory? I don't have that number of low density structures. Okay. Well, that's fine. I can be in space for another 2 hours and 21 minutes. That's good. There's a lot going on here, mate. I know. But if there's any questions, I'm happy to answer them the best I can. There's a space assembler and then there's the space manufactory, which is the big space assembler. Now, my understanding is space assembly machines can't be placed on land, and the normal ones can't be placed in space. So I have to use these ones to do anything. Now this one constructs the buildings that you can't construct by hand and is bloody expensive. Now thankfully I started off with one, but quite frankly I only built 38 of them. That's not enough. Okay, wait, hang on. 38 times 400. 15 megawatts of power. It's not many. I really need to bring more stuff in. You can, but they are more expensive because of course they bloody are. Everything is more expensive in space. Remember, the basic thing you need to remember about is that space hates you. Space has a grudge. I don't know why, but it does. Okay, so now we need to worry about data cards, which are going to need advanced circuits and copper plates. Yeah, they're really. I like these long pipes. So these long pipes act as one pipe, so they can only hold 100 units of liquid. So basically, imagine you have a regular pipe unit and just stretch it out. So that way you've got a little bit more space. Rather, your UPS don't suffer as much. Hey, you can build them on land. You can build them on land, but they are also more expensive, so maybe you wouldn't want to. That's cool. Okay. So we're going to keep going on this. So we need advanced circuits and copper plates. So, but at that point, then we have blank data cards. We also need thermofluids. I didn't remember about thermofluids. How the fuck do you make thermofluids? Oh, geez, I hope I brought sulfur. I brought some sulfur. Oh, look, there's going to be a lot of Pop-Tart cards. Don't you worry about it. A lot of research at this point is about Pop-Tart cards. Cosmic water is water that has been changed so that it doesn't freeze in outer space. So you add some lubricant into it. I think it's basically antifreezed water. Okay, so time to remove this. Stop it. I really wanted to have more of those built, but we didn't get them. Platform on the left on the minimap? That's just some rock. The small asteroid over there. Nice. It's a nice rock. Over there, there's another rock. That's a less nice rock. But, you know, I'm not going to say it to its face. I think it's a nice enough rock. Okay, if we can leave here with having rocket science happening, I think I'd be very, very happy. So I need to... Another bloody space manufactory. I need so many of these things. Okay, well, look, let's just make that now then. This mod is crazy, I couldn't agree more. Okay, well, we need the heavy oil, which is good because we packed heavy oil. And we're very quickly running out of space scaffolding. So, yeah, no, I think we're not going to get rocket science complete on this trip. I think we've just got to be... Spaceville, yeah, that's another good name for it. Excellent name for it, in fact. Okay. Don't worry, we'll be returning to Novus very soon at this rate. Okay, so all my barrels are basically emptied now. Because these will empty pretty quickly, and then sadness. So basically this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 length pipe. Even though it looks longer, it's just this counts as one, which is really neat actually. Now the good news is that we're going to have way more low densities. It doesn't matter, it's going to empty super quick anyway. I don't know what we're going to do with all these barrels. I know we need some of them for science, but I don't know. Maybe we can recycle them. Can we recycle barrels? This could... Oh, shoot. Okay, I hit the screen cap key. That happens sometimes. Barrels. I can turn them to scrap. Well, that's wonderful. So excited about that. Don't really need to increase lab speed. That's not really a problem. I suppose we go with just more rocket science, I suppose. Rocket survivability. You know what? I like the sound of rocket surviving. Hey, Mighty Panda. Welcome, welcome. Glad to see you here. Okay. Send them back to the main and refill? I could. Same time, I mean, it's a lot of resources to send just empty barrels up. Like, each barrel is 1 steel. I guess if I'm building rockets here, but I mean, it might just be better to turn them to scrap and fire them back. I just don't know if it's worth worrying about. That's fair. I respect that. If that's what you want to do, that is all good by me. I mean, I'll miss you, of course, but do what you want to do. Okay, so at this point, we've got all my barrels all emptied, and we needed to make thermo fluid stuff. I think there's no other way to make these. Gosh, there's so many options. Most of them is not how to make... Oh wait, no, this is how to... What am I doing? I don't know. So I want machine learning data. Is there any other way to make machine learning data? No. We need thermofluid. Well, there you go. And thermofluid. I think we... How do you make cool thermofluid? I think the answer of how you make cool thermofluid is you start with thermofluid. Okay. So... At this point, I'm pretty sure we run out of land. This is what we feared, and it's where we're at. We feared this day would come. Of course, these produce more power, don't they? I mean, why don't I just do this? Oh, they take more space? Ah, shoot. I hadn't realized that. I think I'd be better off just turning the barrels into scrap, honestly, in most cases. Okay. At least you can walk over them, that's nice. Okay, thermofluid. Can't dick about with it anymore, let's start making it. Oh, there's another way to make it. Oh, it requires cryonite rods. I don't have cryonite. Yeah, but we do have our cosmic water. Heck yeah. We are gonna need a lot of pipe work when we get here. Like when we come back. And what we might do is actually have the bots deliver this stuff. Yeah, we're gonna come back with bots and do like a passive provider chest and request a strong boxes, and they'll deliver things that where they need to do it. Probably the best way to do it from there. And they can empty off their own stuff. So if that's the case, we don't need that anymore. We're gonna need more of these, of course, but... And that's right in the way. Okay. And iron, copper, both are real resources that I can't make up. Iron, copper, and something else, I think it was. Oh, sulfur. Yes. Don't think we've got too much sulfur. Another units were removed from my breathing apparatus. We did not bring much. Oh, thankfully we did have some of my trash slots. But that's all we got. Okay, I don't know if we've got enough thermofluids, but it's what we've got. And a tank. And probably a pump as well, just to make sure we get as much thermofluid as we can, because everything is very limited out in space. Gonna run out of cosmic water soon as well, but not much I can do about that. Did we need the big chunky boy to make cosmic water? I hope not. No, we needed a decontamination thing. Okay, well that's fine. Okay, so we need to make thermofluid colder. And we do that in a... not one of those. Oh, I see, one of them is much faster. Okay, so we cool it using a thermal radiator. Yeah, we got all the stuff we need for that. That's easy. Do that. So we need copper, which we've got. We need big electric motors, which I think we're carrying. Yes, space pipe, which we're carrying. Pipes, which we're carrying. We can just make it. No, we're lacking copper, apparently. Can we not make copper wire by hand anymore? Yeah, we can. Oh, it needs to be made, of course, in the Space Manufactory, because everything bloody does. Okay, it's fine. Well, that's the last of the sulfur, so that's all we're getting. We are out of sulfur. And this is going to have to do. Cosmic water is actually doing fairly well. Okay, thermal radiator, please. Sir. We've got some of the things you want, probably. You wanted those? You wanted those? You want some pipes? You can have some pipes. You want some... got some copper wires? I will make you 100 copper wires. 200 copper wires. In fact, if I just do that, that'll do it. And I think this is where we're going to build the... oh, shoot, 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 shoot. Stop. Bad. Bad astronaut. Okay, well, damn. Well, yeah, in space. Struggling every step of the way, but having a good time. And maybe that's what matters. Okay, we can stop that. Alright then. So that makes my thermal radiator and allows me to cool my jets. The only problem is we are out of scaffolding. We are officially out of scaffolding. Now I don't want to leave without finishing the landing pad, because having no landing pad seems like a very silly idea. We just take away stuff that we just don't need. Now it's about economics. Does the landing pad fit here? Probably not, honestly. Where's the landing pad? Oh good, I've lost the landing pad. Oh, is it in here? Is it in this box? Nope. Nope, I've lost the landing pad. Wonderful. The scrap needs to probably go in the scrap box. And if this gets hit by a laser, we're in trouble. Not a laser, sorry, a meteorite. We just lose stuff. That might just be life, honestly. That happens, it happens. Not much I can do about that. Okay, so moving on. Where's my landing pad? Put it somewhere. Awkwardly lost a landing pad. I feel like I just saw it too. Oh yeah, those beacons need to come with me. Okay. Where did my landing pad go? He sat up in the chair, guys. It's gotten real. Put the scrap in that box, the scrap box. We will either return it to ground or we'll return it back someday. Just a whole bunch of scrap. The rocket satellite telemetry can stay here. Okay. We've run out of time. Well, we haven't actually, but probably in there. It's not. Where the heck is it? Okay. Nope, 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 nope. Actually, let's put this here. This is for a cool trick. That way we can send stuff into space. And hopefully it'll be good. Oh, that seems like a good idea. Yeah, okay. That's a good idea as well. Keep the scrap in space, melt it, and iron there. In the inventory of the capsule? No, I did have it on me. Like, it was in one of the boxes. How do you just lose a landing pad? Like, I put it down somewhere. When I picked it up, did I destroy it? Surely that's not possible. I can't leave until I have a landing pad here, otherwise everything's for naught. I put it in here by mistake? You know what? I don't need that right now. I don't need these. I'm not needing to carry this back to the planet. Let's just put things back in here that I do not need to carry back to the planet. Gotta be here somewhere. No, it's definitely not in the inventory of the capsule, but I did have to check eventually, didn't I? I just had a thought, maybe it's on the ground somewhere. That is actually possible. How do I pick things off the ground? Actually, if I do this, Let's just test that real quick. Okay. Nope. This is perplexing. I did have it. Nothing is made out of a landing pad, is it? No, nothing's made out of a landing pad. I don't have any concrete in space. Surely landing pads aren't the only thing in the entire game that you pick up and then get destroyed when you do it. Well, I don't know where it is. Unless it's under something or... No. I do have a delivery cannon, but... Oh, not on the planet. Not here, though. Yeah, it was just scrap. This is so perplexing. It's got to be here somewhere. Like, it legit has to be here. Okay, you know what? We're saving. Doing this real quick. Create an item on the ground. How do I do that? That's an idea. Cargo. Probably I've done that wrong. Separate thing and entities. What do you mean? Sorry. I just feel like it's just not here. I would have seen it by now, surely. The rightmost category, okay. Oh, item on ground, right. Oh, I didn't know that was there. That's cool. Well, for what it's worth, it's not on the ground. What if? Here's a stupid thing I hadn't considered. Can it float away? Like if I put... Nope. Welp, I think the plan here is that we leave and then just have to crash on the planet crash you one more time and just damage everything. Because I don't see any other way to do it. I did check. Oh, you mean the one? I checked this one here. It didn't have it. No, it's just completely gone. I've just lost a space cap, an entire cargo rocket place. Somehow. I don't have any concrete. I've got nowhere to send me concrete. Which might be it. Well, I don't know. Screw it. We're done here. I can't waste any more time doing this. Let's go back. Let's go back to novice. Probably should have selected a location actually. Oh no, fine. That's not it, by the way. That's a different cargo landing pad. Well, whatever. Welcome back to novice, people. The copper is still fine. That's gonna break me. I'm gonna have to check the VOD now to figure out what happened. Okay. So anyway, moving on with loading my save game, because there was a bunch of stuff I actually wanted to take back with me that I left all back. So, you know, glad that I saved the game. Is there anything else that can stay here? Probably that, probably that. Let's just leave a bunch of stuff here that we just don't need back on the surface. I suppose we could take the barrels. No harm in just taking a bunch of barrels back with us. And sadly, that also means we do not... So this will always take us back to novice. Okay, so one day we do need to build a spaceship there, but not today. Okay, cool. Capsule is returned. Cannot insert... Oh no, don't you try that trick. Not here, is it? No. Wow, it was worth a shot. Alright. So welcome back to novice, everyone. I think we've all had a fun space trip today. Yeah, it's weighing heavily on me that I do not know what happened to that. It'll show up. Meanwhile, that's making scaffolding. Always exciting to see that happening. Steel. No, that is not steel. That's other stuff. Oh, we can change out of this in a moment. We don't need to carry any of this over. That's fine. I was going to clean some of those tanks, but whatever, we're here now. Let's get these barrels out of here, and then we'll see what damage we can do elsewhere in the base. I guarantee there's some damage we can do somewhere. I don't think we're quite at the time we need to start worrying about the power situation. A day is coming, though. We all know that day is coming. And it's going to be an exciting day when it does. And we do have my flat solar panels. They are big and bulky. They should do a lot of power. And we want to get the... These should be being made? Yes, they are. Hey, Dagoo, how you doing, buddy? Alright, so I need to get this working again. That way we go back to making ships. That's the wrong one? That's the wrong one. That's not what that's supposed to be connected to. supposed to be connected to... this, I believe. No? Oh, it's supposed to be connected to that, but I kind of broke everything with that. Okay, so let's just take those heat shielding. You know what? Extra heat shielding can just go straight up to the space station. Because we've got a space station now. The next landing's going to be just as bad as the first one, but that's alright. Ain't nothing I can do about it. Okay, and we do have these containers, which we might as well just pop in there as well. No reason not to. That's alright. Hello. You man of mystery. Actually, those can stay there. And solar panels. Rad. Okay, so we're back in my normal power armor. That's going to be changed at some point, of course. And we might as well put the capsule back, so we don't really need to build a capsule again, which is nice. And we have a bunch of low density structures in there ready to go. Wonderful. So I would like to continue the exciting adventures of everything going on. That's not where that goes. Oh, it goes like that, does it? Yes. So that's going to continue my rockets being launched, which is all good. Okay, so now I want to start working on the defenses so I can start being a little bit happier about what's going on when inevitably the sun tries to kill me, which is actually not too far away, so that's exciting. It's always exciting to be prepared for the sun trying to murder you. Well, it looks like they formed a couple of little bases down there while I was gone. Aw, you go away for a little while and they think they run the planet again. Aw. So cute, how wrong they are. Not sure you can keep the capsule without landing on a landing pad. First one seemed to land just fine. There is another one up there though. So in orbit there is, look at that, I got an orbit base. There is another capsule in there, that's what the game came with. So I didn't use the one that was up there. I used the one that I came in on. So I think it's fine. It's just annoying that I will have to launch a full rocket again and have it crash into the planet again, but them's the brakes. Okay. You know, I can keep crying about it all night, but there's no reason for it. Cool, thanks, Tara. So let's get these, let's make some more land for ourselves. And then we can get the trains in, defend this area, and defend this area, however the hell you do that. And then we're good. Oh, hey guys. What's up? I see you exist. The mistake you've made. Please don't hit my little guys. My little guys didn't do anything wrong. I mean, these guys didn't. The train that brings the weapons is going to do a lot of wrong things to you guys, but I don't really care about your livelihoods, little bugs. I mean, they don't even have a market. And can you trust an insect species that doesn't have a market? I don't think so. Okay, let's do a weapon station. And set something up here. So they will build that. Now, of course, we do want to get logistics bots when we go back up. So let's put that down the list as well, as that's going to be important for unloading in future. And that'll help us get everything a little bit closer to where we want to be. Are we ever seen barrels of liquids into space, like firing them? Also, did we... We did do this, so we can fire resources into space now. That's cool. That's something. It's good to be prepared to fire things into space. So we can preload some things. So what do we need? We need iron, steel, all the stuff that we left behind, honestly. Iron, steel. Okay. So train stop, need a couple of those, a couple of tanks. We don't need to hand build those, because we should have a huge number of them. Passive provider chest, sure. Storage chest, always useful for various reasons. A radar, we should have radars. We do. Oh, I never fixed this base to do the proper thing with connecting this up properly. That's alright. It just needs to be a filter inserter. That's really all the difference is. Combiners, we're going to need those. Maybe copper. At some point I expect the train to come down. I don't know if it's quite ready for that. Oh, no, it won't be because I don't have the copper combiners yet. Copper combiners, is that what they're called? No, not what they're called. But we're getting there. It'll be a new base and then we'll defend it and then we'll be able to actually be a little bit better prepared for when the inevitable death ray comes. Because it's coming. We know that. Like, this isn't just like some conspiracy theory. There is a death ray coming. And I am afraid. And then for some reason, the blueprint didn't save these names. Never quite know why, but that's okay. Because while we're doing that, we can also fix this. And then we can change the names and we can actually probably do it properly. Weapon drop. Weapon drop. Light oil drop. Light oil drop. Copy. Train stop names. Okay. Open. I hope I'm not standing on the track. I'm not. Okay, so we should see the train. No, no path. Really? Is there not? What are we missing? Oh, some tracks, huh? Okay, now there should be a path to weapon drop. And now we should be able to set up a new base. Now they're super not okay with what's going on here. Oh, my computer did not like that. Okay, we might have to deal with this a little bit faster than I originally anticipated. Oh my goodness. It's better to try and run from them this way than the other way. Because that way if they do shoot me down, I can launch into the air a little bit faster. Okay, big bite is a little bit more of a problem. Might need to amplify my laser damage next time I get into space. Clearly these guys are not messing about anymore. Hang on a second, I got a new gun. No, I know it can't shoot. I didn't want it to. Gun slots are full. Well, let's empty the gun slots. Put the Tesla ammo in there. Put the Tesla... Okay. New gun. Okay. See how this new gun goes, shall we? Ooh! Oh! Oh! Okay, okay. Okay. I need new resources for that. Yeah, yeah, it does. Good news. I actually think I wanted to go this way anyway. Like, I mean, I just wanted to go this way anyway. So, I mean, if I'm going that way, wow, that was good gun. Still no path. What? Are you smoking? Oh, wait. Backwards, isn't it? Yeah, there is no path to that. You're quite right. Yeah, let's just get rid of that for a second. Okay, let's try that again, except this time let's point it the right direction. Okay. Cool. So Tesla gun, personal opinion, amazing. We'll build those when we can. So we need to disassemble this. And then reassemble it in a place that makes sense. Have I lost a lot of construction bots or something? Feels like I've lost a lot of construction bots. Feels like I've also lost a lot of repair tools. Okay, well the good news is I can technically bring in the weapon drop train now. That should have drones that I can steal for myself. Because this is pathetically slow. I think I must have lost some drones when the last fight happened. There's no way in heck I've got enough Tesla ammo. Yep, okay, I must have lost a lot of drones because now drones are happening. Also, you should have some repair packs. Do you have some repair packs on you? Yeah, you do. Alright, get that all set up. And then we should be all good to start murdering again. I mean, we do need to deal with this, and then probably this base. And then this will be like our little back. Oh, hello. That was a little scary. And that is probably needing to be connected to something, which we can do. And I imagine the other train will be coming down when it bloody well feels like it. It won't do right now because we don't have the train station. We'll take the trees though, sure, why not? Take the tree, you know what? You want something done right, you do it yourself. Classic rules. Okay. Cool. Then, of course, we do need to hook that up to... Guys, that's not your job. There's literally an army of bots whose job this is. Don't take their jobs, please. Have you ever heard a bot crying to its bot wife about how it lost its bot job? You don't want to be that guy. Don't. Oh, yeah, okay. That's what happened. I lost a bunch of bots there. And there's their bot wife. I'm glad I built this little bridge. That's a good bridge. And we're probably going to need power over there. And then once that's all sorted, this base should be able to defend itself. Got enough flamethrowers. And then this will be good to have all sorted out. So while that's preparing to do its thing, I think I actually start working on the next base, because this tends to be pretty quick these days. I don't think this is the time where I need to use the Tesla, because it's just a very small base. Yeah, that's dealt with. Okay, this base on the other hand looks like a Tesla-able base. Oh, it murders trees. Oh, I can only do that like a few more times. Oh, yeah. Tesla gun, please. Hello, friends. Have you met my friend Tesla? My wife has not met my friend Tesla. Oh, don't die. Oh, look at that guy. He doesn't know what's going on. He's just standing in the water. He doesn't realize how dangerous that is. Not really a problem here. We've discovered a new moon, Pastel? I hope it's a pastel-colored moon. Unlikely, but I hope. Let's have a look at Pastel. Pastel is a cryonite-heavy moon, which means it's probably frozen as heck. It is frozen, puddles, treeless, moist, colourful. Oh, it's colourful! It better be. I'm just seeing white. I was promised colourful. This is thoroughly not colourful. But cryonite is always good to have, and we will need a bunch of it. As iron ore, it has some beryl. I don't know how much I need beryl, but I know I'm going to need it at some point. It makes low density structures, so I guess it's good. Oh dear. Apparently the biters are on parade. I think they just walk straight past that those defensive walls, because it hasn't actually been built yet. Eh. Flames tend to deal with most problems there. Why are we not building? Honestly, it's a fantastic question. Why are we not building? Or has this still got like the remnants? In place to double the amount of cargo rocket sections. Oh, beryl sounds like an amazing resource. What is that connected to? What is that green cable? Shouldn't be connected to anything. Aside from perhaps that. Oh? What's going on here? Oh my goodness. I know what's wrong. We don't have a stack filter inserter. There we go. Sorted. It's the only reason it wasn't being built. Okay, so that'll be built now. For some reason they decided to take down the trees first. That's probably not where I wanted to start, but whatever. And let's just give them a little bit of breathing room by taking down some of these guys. Not just because I want to use the Tesla gun, but also a little bit because I want to use the Tesla gun. Man, it really wipes out trees, doesn't it? Oh hey, what's up? Oh, are we being attacked from behind or something? Oh, kind of, yeah. Guys, can you just wait? It'll be ready for you when you get back. Gosh, so impatient. But the flamethrowers are up, the walls are mostly up. We did lose a couple of buildings just then, but that's alright. Everything will get set up fairly quickly. Yeah, I'm excited about beryl. I'm just excited about any new resource, honestly. I don't think that's too uncommon. Oops. Zoom out. Okay, I think... Nope, one more. I'm doing the night. Fantastic. Maybe two more. Yeah, that should be good. Scared me. I still haven't even used these solar panels I was very excited about. How are we going with the core miners, by the way? Are they chugging through? I don't know why this side's not getting much. Well, either way, everything's getting through, so it's okay. Then once we hit... Oh, set up a base that close. Brave. Or foolish. I'd say for sure. Just slowly hovering along to build the train. I prefer not to destroy mini trees if I can help it, just because it would reduce the amount of pollution coming through, but... and actually, what we could do is, while we don't have the rocketry science, we might as well just keep building storage warehouses, because it's something we need. Although I think... I think it's going to use this. Yeah, it has. That's alright. We'll fire more science into space. We can do that. We have the technology to make more firing rockets into space. It's one of those things, the first rocket takes the longest, and then every other rocket afterwards is just a bit easier than the last. Until you have the capacity to build and launch rockets every 5 minutes. If I'm launching rockets every 5 minutes, I've probably been speccing the wrong way, though. But we'll see. The rocket is 34% complete. Yeah, I mean, that's good news, no matter how you look at it. Rocket parts being created. Neato. Why did I come over here? That's right, because I want to drop off all this wood. And might as well pick up some more rocket fuel while I'm here. Not rocket fuel, processed fuel. Stone is still coming along, alright. Oh, why have you stopped completely? No ingredients? I would have thought your problem would be output full. Range. Anyway, so we're still not ready to go into a new planet, that's for certain. What we will do, though, is we will prepare these. That is how many? That is 10? Awesome. And then if we do that again, and then if we do that again, so it's just free resources at that point, and that's pretty good. We've got minor problems with the trees and the fact that I think I left half my bots on the complete wrong side of the factory. That's embarrassing. But certainly not new. Okay, that should... You know what, how about I just place them? And then we need to hook that up to... Yeah. So that gives us Flat solar panels. Give us that much extra power, actually. It's 16 megawatts. But I hope you're entertained. She can't be stopped, I tell you. Nor would I try. It's a good sound, though. I will give you that. It's a good train sound. I mean, I was the one that chose it, I suppose, so I'm really just complimenting myself there. And you know what? It's always good to compliment yourself, because, you know, you deserve it. You know? You deserve it. I'm not sure if I deserve it, but you certainly do. Good. Glad to hear it. Okay, so that's the vulcanite line that was, for some reason, never really pulled apart. Next productivity probably wouldn't go too badly here. Oh, I see why, because that has 2 chances to go that way and only 1 chance to go that way. In the end of the day, though, it does mean that it is all emptied out, so it's not really a big deal. So we did all that work in space to get 16 more megawatts of power. That hurts. That really does hurt. Mostly because I didn't realize I needed sulfur. That's okay. I mean, to be fair, that's 16 megawatts of power in like this small gap, as opposed to how much power is this? Might not give me a very... See, that's like 17 megawatts of power itself, so a much smaller gap for more power. I just need a little bit more TLC to get it going. That's alright. So sulfur is coming through, which is always nice to see. Oh, sulfur does appear to be maxing out. That is fascinating, I must say. We could even speed that up. I think we could probably max sulfur out. You know what? I need sulfur. I don't give a shit. Give me all that sulfur. Because if we have more sulfur, then we can, you know, use it. Petroleum gas, a little bit on the light side, but that's nothing new. Plenty of oil. Okay, good. What else do we want to send up there? You know what? I do know what I want. I probably want a signal transmitter. So those are actually pretty easy to build. It's just big electric motors, batteries, processing units. Okay, cool. So at that point, I can then start to automate things a bit better. That's going to be for the next run, though. The next run's about automation. The first run was about getting power started. Okay, so signal transmitter. Actually, we'll send a couple of signal transmitters and a couple of signal receivers. I don't know if we need 2 of each, but we'll send 2. That wall really needs some flamethrowers. And we needed sulfur, obviously. And the things I just built, we need those. Should I build the landing pad now? You know what? I see no reason why I shouldn't do that now. While I remember. Steel plates, radars, concrete. That needs to be cleaned out. Radars, we have all too many radars, honestly. You know what they say, you can never have too many radars. Except for when you've got too many radars, which was literally my complaint I just had, so... Maybe I have no idea what I'm talking about. He says as if this is a surprise to people. Okay. Gotta send the cargo landing pad up for the next one. Another 1,000 space platforms. Heck yeah, need those. Okay. So, it's beginning. And what I'm thinking we might do is set up a receiver, like here, and that's going to be demanding things that we need. And it's going to be sent down from the ship. Yep. Base. You may have heard of it before. But what I'd also like to do, probably not super important at this stage, but what I'd like to do, yep, keep that going. I'm going to send these guys off to go and do their thing for a bit. Okay. Those guys can go and deliver their cargo. That's all good. This can be put on this belt. Might as well just get that cargo, that stuff across. Because that's where the science is happening now. In space. So how long do we have until shit goes real bad? 7 hours. Okay. That's probably plenty of time. But... Actually, is this defensive wall done? Kind of. Be better if they had power. How do they not have power? And why is there a bug just standing there? He's dead, but... Why do they not have power? Oh, probably because I kind of didn't mesh it properly. Okay. The good news is the flamethrower has probably dealt with most of that problem. And we should be good here. So now we can work on the next defensive wall. Station V3 can be deleted. Yeah. Oh, and that's not going to work at all because that pole's right in the way. Right in the way. And as Germany found, you never really want a pole right in the way. That joke was not a good time. I regret that joke and I apologize. Okay. This should be a decent enough defensive wall. Is something else here? No. Okay. So now we've just got to assemble this part and we should be good again. We appear to have run out of rails though. Have we? No, we've got 301 rails left. They just got to build them. They just got to not be lazy bots. We have no stack inserters currently. My old problem. I'll stack filter inserters. Oh, we can build those. Yeah, so rig that up with power. And make sure we got the belts in. And nice. Very proud of that movement. After that, we should have 2 trains coming in, eager to deliver their wares and supplies of weaponry. And here we go. Here's the first boy. Hello, boy. Do you want... Hey, don't move. Don't move. Stay here. Oh, there's no passive provider chest. Oops. Oh, shit, he's gone. Well, he'll come back in a moment. Do not fear, the train will return, and when it returns, it'll bring us dark works of munitions for the lads. Does had to go a fair distance, though, which is a bit dismal. Now, that... Why are there so many biters over there? They actually built a fairly decent base right within radar range. It's really funny. So this, my plan, is going to be my umbrella defensive zone. Which should be enough space for it. Hopefully. Hello! That was overkill. And then we can dismantle most of this line. Which is actually good, because then this line can be mostly for supplying the cargo rocket silo. You know what? I see no reason why we can't do another set of barrels. Science is disappointing. Wait, where the hell's the science train? Still doing its thing. Okay, look, you can go get some more barrels, please. Because there's no shame in having more liquids. The next question is, can I fire liquids into space? Barrel of water. Can you be fired into space? You can. The next question is, how easily is it to fire things into space? And it's not difficult. Coal, sulfur, and water, which... all those things are pretty easy to make. Okay, steam turbines. We need these pretty urgently. Well, urgently might be a little bit of an exaggeration, but we do need them. And this is more barrels. Cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to build the steam turbine, say, here-ish. And we need to be able to be dealing with 2 gigawatts of power. So 2 gigawatts of power, these put out 5.8. Oh boy, that is not a small number. Not a small number at all, in fact. Good news is we can probably make most of this from here alone. We're under attack. Where from? The opposite side than you'd expect. I thought we dealt with those guys. Maybe they came back. Clearly they came back. And we need gear wheels. Okay. Okay, so that should hopefully produce a lot more than it's currently producing. Needs 30, huh? That is a lot. But the good news is it's the defensive the defense preparation is starting. So if we need, let me just check this out. We need 2 gigawatts of power, so that is 2,000 megawatts. We divide that by 5.2. Oh shit! It's only peak though. We still need 384 unless my maths is wrong. But that is only peak. That's still quite a few. And we also do need steam. Now each steam tank, just let me Google this real quick. Factorio steam. No, that's faction tank. Right, I wrote steam tank instead of storage tank. Typically you're not supposed to really. So each storage tank can hold 750 mega. No. .1 gigajoules of energy. Okay, so 2.1 gigajoules of energy. So the question is, one has to be pure power coming out and one needs to be storage. So, oh, that's actually coming along pretty well. 5.7? Oh, valid question. 5.8. Let's go 5.7 just to be safe. Yeah, okay, you're right. It's not. So the number is lower than I needed. So it's. Well, actually, let's get our numbers correct. The energy beam peak power needs 2.28 gigawatts of power. So that's 228. Let's round up by a fraction because ain't no harm in doing that. Divided by 5.7 because let's go down by 1 just in case. Still 400. So we've kind of made it a little bit worse for ourselves. So 400, that is 40 stacks or so. Now again, that's only peak. So 401 turbines. Okay, now the next thing I need to worry about is I'm just preparing for this before time because preparing for it too late is probably bad. So that's 182 gigajoules. So, calculator, 182 gigajoules, sure, divided by 2.4, it's a little bit more than that, it's 75. So we need 75 tanks full of steam, and so that'll get me through the duration. So one's for peak, one is for duration. So that's a lot of energy that I am not really ready for. The good news is 75 tanks is actually nothing. So that's something, and we can start preparing for it now-ish. So that's good too. So 75 tanks. That's like 2 stacks of tanks, that's actually pretty simple. Was it 75 tanks? We've gotten already. Nope, I'm not trusting my maths here. Don't prepare for something and then realize you've made a mistake. That's not acceptable. That's 182 divide 2.4. 182 divide 2.4. 75, so 76, just to be on the safe side. Well, going on the safe side is never a bad idea, I suppose. 76 tanks of steam that for some reason do not lose their temperature. Okay, so 75 tanks, that's easy as heck. That we can actually, the whole plan of this is we're going to build this down here. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. No harm in having more steam than you need. 80. That's going to be 80 full tanks of steam. That's one freaking heck of a battery. Then, once we've got this defensive line sorted out, we sort out this line and then we can actually start preparing it properly. There is no harm in just preparing. I'm preparing this way too early, I know, but you know, it's far better to prepare it early than late. I don't think anyone will disagree with me on that. And I mean, look, you know, I don't even care if you disagree with me on this. I just want to be safe. The last thing I want is my base to be ripped apart. Now, of course, I will, once I have survived this, I will do the thing where I turn the battery off, just so we can see how much devastation it causes. Do not worry about that. We will see the true extent of the devastation that we've been panicked about. And I don't know, will I have a competition for this? Might do. I'm sure I've got a Steam key for something that I could give away. 7 hours away, that's probably gonna, so wait, hang on. Let's do the math real quick. 7 hours away, that means this has got about half an hour left of the stream. Should be next Saturday. Okay. Well, I would prefer be safe than sorry. As I said, I don't think anyone's going to fault me on that one. After all, it's nice that I'm safe than sorry on something in this bloody base. As opposed to how I normally do things, which is heckin' reckless. Yeah, I'm sure people will be like, well, this is a nice change, honestly. Yeah, they say you got to surprise people every now and then. The good news is it looks like this base is actually almost complete. That one's done. Must be done for a little while. Since I've had these done on blueprints, it actually does get assembled pretty quickly, which is really nice. And also the advice of having the filter inserters instead of filter stack inserters. Sure, it takes longer to unload the train, but it does make it a little bit more efficient. But right now it just really wants walls, which we just don't have that many of available right now. That's okay. I see a bunch of biters down there. And now I see a few less. I'm really wondering if I should do a competition of some sort. I might have to look, see what Steam keys I've got available and go from there. Just as a fun thing to do. What do I have in my Steam library? Not much useful, actually. Nothing great. I mean, I probably got something in like Humble that I've never actually redeemed, but I'm sure everyone's got a million of those. Swarm safety. You know what? Swarm safety, probably a good idea. 500 logistic spots per level. Yeah, let's get that sorted out. Generally, the wall is coming up. The wall, I assume the walls are being built here. Oh, why are they not? Why are they not loading up then? They are. I think it's trying to load up a bunch of stuff. It's just not picking up walls. I think that's the problem. Because it's trying to fill up everything else. The good news is this is still unloading stuff that we need. It's just be nice if we picked up walls. I'll take it for a joyride and figure out what's going on over there. Hopefully I don't leave any bots behind. No, not today. This is really not... There are some. There's always some. I like this scenic route. It actually reminds me of a place near where I live. There's like a train that sort of goes across a little bridge like that, and you see on both sides of the train water, and I really love that part. Really nice. Let's just chuck the bridge, the stone walls in there. The problem is because it can only really load one thing at a time, so that does make it a bit slow. The only way I could really fix that perhaps is to do this. No, that doesn't really help either. There's no real way to help that, it's just slow, and that's just how it has to be, unfortunately. But with the 400 walls added in, it's going to send more walls across. I think I'm actually ready to... I don't even know where this one's going to be built from. Across that way? Maybe. I think this wall starts assembling itself as well when the last one goes up. Okay. Iron is slow right now, probably because Vulcanite ran out. Yeah, that happens quite often. I'd love to get a base on the Vulcanite planet. It's going to be interesting when we try to do that. I think the first colonization is going to be the hardest, especially if we do try to go for the Vulcanite planet where it's got no bloody water. But we might just prepare rockets to be fired, like water to be fired at it on a semi-regular basis. That might do the trick. Cargo rocket sections, we're at 47. That's pretty good. What I might do here, actually... Oh, we've got a new moon. Eagle Song! Tell me about Eagle Song. It is a moon. It has beta meteorites. Great. This is a planet that seems like it's a bunch of coal, crude oil, and vermitage, which I believe is used for biological researches. Looks nice. Looks like a nice place. I don't know if I care. Holy shit, is that 7.1 million coal? I mean, I don't think I care. I don't think I even need that much coal anymore. But it's nice to know that it's there if I want it. But I simply don't think it's needed. Okay, we've got 40 of the 400 we need. That's sort of okay. And that should be lots of walls there now. Yep, they're putting the walls up. That's going to be defended very, very soon. Maybe put another radar up down there. Yeah. What has that got a problem with? What are you lacking? Lights. Oh, yeah, I suppose that's true. I'm pretty lax on lights. What are they called? Lamps? They're called lamps, not lights. They need glass. Okay, well, that's fine. Okay. That tends to be pretty well defended. In fact, they'll probably never attack through there. But you know what? I actually want them to. If they attack through there, they'll actually funnel themselves into a death wave. Which is actually, a death wave is a classic thing. Have you never heard of a death wave before? I mean, I don't know what you're doing. I don't honestly know what I'm saying anymore. Okay, so the plan is if we put these explosives here, it gives them they can charge through here and they'll murder themselves as they, like, flamethrowers get them there. That's pretty good. Mostly they seem to be going that way, which is fine too. They tend to be probably having the same problem. But we can start to... Why do I always do that with the book when it's right there? Ah, shoot. We're under attack, that's fine. Really don't know where the heck this wall goes. Part of the theory is you could put it down into here, but I just wonder if they would just... Is this shallow water that you can just run around? Some of it is. I mean, you could just walk over here, so put a wall there, that's not good enough, so you'd have to sort of put it here, wouldn't you? That's what you'd do. Well, let's turn that off. And let's just prepare this wall. So sadly, this wall isn't really for... Oh, you know what? This wall's actually probably going to be built by these guys, isn't it? Yep. Looks like they're building it. Oh, are they? No, I think they're just defending their own walls. They're not actually building anything, are they? No, they're building that wall. Okay. That's fine. They can build it. I'm not super fussed by that, actually. Now, we haven't really gained any resources aside from 5.2 million stone, some coal, a shit ton of trees. This expansion was never built for that. This expansion was just to get a little bit further along and just give us that a lot of extra space for building. Because we've always been building on this isthmus, which is not great. I wish we weren't building on this isthmus to begin with. It was really good defensive platform before to start off with, but unfortunately it did limit my growth in a unfortunate way. Now the real question is, are they going to come with roboports? If they do, and I'm pretty sure they will at some point, then they will build all of that up on their own. And let's see. Pick up, yep, they're picking up a robot. They'll build that. The only thing we're going to be lacking then is... Oh, that's still being happening. Okay, so they'll build that. It's a little bit of a slow build. But it's fine. Also, I lost my robots, but hey, good news, here they are. You know what they say? Your bots will always find you wherever you are. That was the moral of the story of Terminator. I've never seen Terminator, but I assume that was the moral of the story. And by Terminator, I mean like literally any Terminator film, but that's more just because I don't watch movies very much. The good news is this defensive wall is now complete. So we do only need one more wall and then we're done. So we do need to grab more signaling. I'll come back for you guys. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Just don't panic. Coming back. Then we tear down that wall. Then I don't know what we do. Live our lives. Hey, peasant, how you doing? Hope you are doing well. We have made it into space. We ran out of resources. We almost died, but we're okay. Fudge. Oh, nice. Well, I'm probably going to be done in the next sort of 30 minutes, but you know, it's good to have you here regardless. And now we should get that sorted. It was good catching your stream the other day, by the way. I was enjoying that. I didn't get to watch the end of it. I got a call and then, you know how work can be. Yep, so we're in space. It's what it looks like. As I said, I've stolen your idea, and so we've already got one person redeeming their name. And yeah, we came into space and then we went, space is a silly place, and we left. It's a pretty disappointing base, honestly, but yeah, it's what we got. They are. I saw you playing Spirit Island today, and I was like, I only saw that after the fact. I was like, oh man, I love Spirit Island. It is such a good game. I've got the digital version, but I haven't played a ton of it. I'm mostly all about the board game, like the actual physical board game. But I was like, oh man, Spirit Island is so good. I'm not great at it. Me and a couple of friends played it pretty hard for a while, and we got up to like level 2 or 3 invaders. Oh man, Spirit Island is a magnificent game. I really do enjoy it. Look, the digital version is exact. Like, if you want the board game version, except, you know, digital, it's exactly that. Even to the point that if I'm sure you've done this playing Spirit Island, where you go, okay, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this power, and then... Wait, no, none of that works. As long as no new cards have been revealed, it does allow you the ability to just go back up until the point something new was revealed that you didn't know about. And I think, look, I'm not a great player of the game, as I said, but to me, that's like, you guys really thought about how people actually play this game. It is, you know, it's simple. It's what you probably want from it. They work on multiplayer? You know what? That's fine. But if I wanted to play the game multiplayer, I'd probably just play the board game. Oh god. Hi guys. I just kind of like the idea that you can play 4 spirits and just... There's an unlimited undo option. That's a bit much. I feel like I would abuse that too much. I just like the fact that it's limited, so that way it's like... Me and my wife play a lot of Marvel Champions. I'm sure you can sort of see it behind me if I do that, which is a cooperative card game. I adore it. But But we sort of have the same rule. Like, if you did something around the wrong action, like the wrong order, and nothing new is being revealed, no new information being revealed, just go back on it. Like, it's fine. Yeah, that's true. I was just like, no, I enjoy it being my problem. If I want to play it online, and sometimes I do, because we're still in lockdown, I haven't seen my friends that I play this game with in, well, definitely more than 3 months. It's probably been longer because we've been playing D&D online, and that's when we usually play. But um, I haven't seen my friends for like 6 months, and so when we want to play, we tend to just play on Tabletop Simulator with the logic of, well, Seif owns the game. We would normally just go to his place to play it. So what? There is no harm in that. And I'm like, yeah, that's logically makes sense. Like, if they were, if we could hang out together, we would have all the content. I look forward to the next Jagged Earth coming into the online game, because Jagged Earth had some really bizarre spirits. To the point that some that I just could not figure out how the heck to use them. But I'm glad they added Branch and Claw, because Branch and Claw just, I think, just the game wasn't designed to be played without it, honestly. I love the events, I love uh, the tokens, I love the animals. I know animals are a bit shit, but I love them, because something's just funny about a bunch of panthers just coming out of the woods and just eating them. Um, The board game, one thing I really love, and it's just really, like, it's a really silly aesthetic thing, but anything that is the invaders is made of plastic, and anything that is Dahan or Spirit is wood. And also, oh, that's true, it was a Kickstarter, wasn't it? Forget about that. I didn't pick it up as a Kickstarter, I don't kickstart games. I'm just like, well, if they do well, then they'll come out and I'll buy them, and if they don't do well, then, or if they don't actually go for like making a full release, then they don't, and I will just miss out. It's fine. I have over 200 board games. I'll live. Okay, I don't need to continue that research. That's fine. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I love the Dahan and the spirits are all like wooden pieces, just because I think it's just like, oh, that makes sense. Like, they're nature-ish. And also, and it's the best part, is you can say to new players, okay, anything white is bad, because F whitey. And it's fun to say that because I am white as heck. So, you know, it's always fun to make fun of your own culture when there are unfortunate people who think they're superior to people for some reason. I mean, I don't understand that. They're crazy, but, you know, unfortunately, that's the way of the world. Stupid white people sometimes. Superior. I don't think so. Have they seen me? Anyway, that's a political joke that I probably should be going away from. Yeah, exactly. Screw England. I say that with mostly good intentions. Mostly. Oh, look at those little guys. They're just having a good time. And now they're dead. Anyway, it's kind of funny to be talking about how much I love Spirit Island while technically I am the invaders here. Look at these little mushroom huts. Get out of here. Now they're attacking again. Probably should get powered over to here at some point. Probably good. Probably would be good. Do we need more train stations? Probably. But yeah, look, Spirit Island's a wonderful game, and I really should. I'd love to catch your stream. It's just I'm quite busy on when you play it, so my Saturday mornings. So sadly, I can't at the moment. But if I can catch it, I totally will, because I think you're playing at a high level that I'm used to. That'd be interesting to watch. I'm sure I could learn a couple of things. Okay, we've got a bunch of stone that we can probably ditch, and a bunch of wood that we can definitely ditch. The good news is, if we just put the wood down here, we can make more fuel. Yeah, it never hurts having another stack of fuel. Just occurred to me I could have just put them in the warehouse, but whatever. Vulcanite really needs to be sped up. How are we going for time? We 6 hours and 51 minutes. I mean, we'll be fine. We'll get there without a problem. I'm just scared. That's okay. It's alright to be afraid of what you know is coming for you. It's alright to be afraid of inevitable death. That's the logic I'll take. Those guys are still attacking that. That's frustrating, and I wish they'd stop. What was I missing? Oh, I mean, I want to give it a go. At least, at the very least, I'd like to come check out your stream because I enjoyed watching it the other day. Roboports. We have 1 million of those, I think. I think we left a bunch of roboports up in space. That's probably a bad thing. And can we build some lights? Because I think the base is crying about lights. Yeah, it's so dark. I can't see. I'm afraid of the dark. That's my base. Are you guys my bots? Yes, you are. What are you guys carrying? Stone and coal. Cool. Don't know what I was expecting, honestly. What are we lacking here? Shouldn't be lacking any. Oh, except train stations. I guess train stations is a valid thing to be lacking. So that will probably call the train over now. Right, and then that jams up because it doesn't actually have power. That makes sense. It'll get itself sorted out. Okay. Oh, we don't. It's really funny. You don't need discharge defense for the thing. Yep, got it. You don't need discharge defense for the Tesla gun, which I think is really funny. Is that built? I feel like the answer is probably not. Okay. So now we just got to get another train station, and then that base will be complete on its own. And then we can actually get everything together, preparing for the inevitable coronal mass ejection, which is scary. And that... Okay. Why would the biters attack me now? It's a very nice naturey base. I'm sure they won't attack this one. It's nice and naturey. Wow, that's a long phone call to go. Okay, I don't know if that's sarcastic, peasant. I'm sure it wasn't, but boy do I feel like it could have been. Okay. Just put another... Okay, and at that point, we should... Oh wait, that could just be put down there. I don't usually like trees. I think they just get in the way of all my good times. But in this case, because it's just like an automated part of the base, it's like, it's fine, the trees can stay. I'm not really going to use this part of the base anyway, so... And let's be honest, anything that's in front of flamethrowers will probably burn anyway. Okay, and so that is now building, that is now building its stuff. And then once probably this part's all built up, we can think about getting rid of this part of the base. I mean, even this part of the base is not required anymore. It's not. We could just dismantle it. The bots can do that. They've got a chest to put things in. I just realized, probably don't want to dismantle that first. Oh, you've made a mistake, robots. Okay, so we've made a mistake in dismantling that. That's okay. The bots are immediately stuck. Oh, it's like playing Oxygen Not Included all over again. They dug the part that they needed the most. Foolish robots. That's alright. Oh, and we're going to bring back a fish as well. Thank you very much. I really wanted a fish. Sarcasm. Just do that. They'll figure their way out around. Oh, you know what? They're probably going to get the equipment to be able to build and assist here. That's actually kind of funny. Because they've got the power lines all the way over here, so as they dismantle that base, they're going to try and construct this base. Reasonable, actually. I mean, if I choose to dismantle this wall, they should use that wall to build the rest of it. Now the next question is, and here's the big question that really matters, how many steam turbines do we have? We have 64 of them. Okay, we still need, what, a few hundred more? We still need hundreds more. Okay, that's fine. Now that this is actually pretty defended, I think we can start getting the steam out. Now this will be a slow burn, I know that, and that's fine. The whole point of this is just to get this connected to my steam battery that'll survive the coronal mass ejection. And a pump on the other side. Okay. Okay, and one more pump just to get it going. Wonderful. That really worked. Okay. So that should start filling my 75 storage tanks of steam. which would be 200 gigajoules of energy, 280 gigawatts of energy. Yeah. 182 gigajoules of energy. Okay. And you know what? Probably let's build the umbrella now while I'm thinking about it. It's not even required yet, but let's just prepare it. Because quite frankly, there's no harm in doing this. Sure, it's resources, but whatever. 80 processing units. Sure, why not? Okay. What else do we need for the umbrella? 50 batteries, 200 concrete, some glass. Okay. I never really care about that. 50 batteries, 200 concrete, some glass. I mean, glass is something that we really don't make enough of. Okay. But that is a known fact. Because we're going to need a lot of glass for space. Got what I was doing. Okay, I remember it again. 200 concrete, copper, steel. Yeah, I'm about to wrap it up, I'm afraid. I just want to get this done, just so that way it's done. But I do need to... I just want to finish a project before I go away for the night. I do not know if I'll be streaming tomorrow. I probably not. I'm not scheduled to stream tomorrow, I can tell you that much. But whether I do or not really depends on what else is going on in my life. I'm sure people understand. And if you don't, well, that's fine too, I suppose. I mean, I don't really know how to deal with that problem. Okay, I'm going to build the umbrella. We're not going to turn it on yet. We're just going to build it. And we're going to put it down. Oh, it's a chunky boy. Look at it. Okay, so it doesn't really need to do much. It starts to look a lot like my seed block base. I mean, I won't lie, I'm still the same person. It does though, doesn't it? I do have a style. You know what? I think my rail network's a little tidier though. But I see what you mean. Okay, now we just got an asteroid belt. It's a uranium asteroid belt. Interesting. What does this look like? A lot of beryl. Uranium? That's some thick uranium right there. How much uranium's in that? 73 million uranium! That is enough to last power to quite a few bases. 73 million uranium, jeez. You need to get a lot of sulfuric acid into there though. Oh, I have to build sparse because otherwise my spaghetti will kill me. Like, sorry, I'm going to say it again. 73 million uranium is a shit ton of uranium. Sulfuric acid could be a huge problem on it though. You can't just deliver sulfur, but you'd have to deliver water. Well, actually, Does it have ice? We actually don't want that connected yet. Put it there. Yes. I mean, the thing is, 73 million uranium, that's a lot, but that's just for one place. Like, we could have more uranium in other places. That's just one patch. So there is water ice. Sorry, I just gotta keep looking at this area. Because water ice would change things also, because then it could provide its own water, so you just need to fire it. Some sulfur, and then you'd probably be good. Water ice, there's some. Water ice. Barrel. I don't really want to start mining these asteroid fields until I have space trains. Just because that way I don't need to just build shit tons of scaffolding to get anywhere. Okay, so there's a lot of water ice there. So 11 million water ice. That's how much? Oh, okay, so 11 million water ice is times 100. So 1 billion water. Can always make the ice myself. That's a valid point. But I mean, bring the sulfur in. Does this rock have any methane? Does have methane ice. Okay, so we could probably even make our own methane oils here and refine from there. But that base would be very much about shipping uranium everywhere. Centrifuges, does that need... Can that be done in space? Ooh, it'd have to be on land. Okay, that's... Oh, and at that point we go to the interstellar map. Okay, so that's like the... Is it Oort cloud? No. Maybe. Okay, so we may have finished researching everything that's around here. We've got 2 asteroid belts. One of them is very barrel heavy. And... Oh, is there? Oh, okay, well that does make sense. Uranium. Can't spell uranium. Oh, I see. There we go. Radiation facility. It's... but it requires like 5 times, or 3 times the amount of... Myanium! Gotta watch uranium. Okay, so it is just a big centrifuge needing a space manufacturing. Oh god, they're such a pain to build. At some point I'm just going to need a facility that just makes space manufactoriums. Oh shoot, I don't want to carry this space umbrella around. I don't want to have what happened here to happen to my... What happened to my landing pad to happen here. I think these steam pumps are probably... No, they're not. Okay, and then let's just get that out there. So this way no more steam will be entered into these. In theory, clearly it is still being put into there. That should... That won't supply shit. Oh, I can't see anything. Too steamy. We get it, you vape. You know, a power switch would probably do the trick, actually. That's not a bad idea. How do you tell me you vape without telling me you vape? Anyway. We have a lot of uranium just backed up in here, which is fine. Like, uranium's not a problem. We've got plenty of power for that, and we can probably make it a little bit easier later on. Yeah, uranium should not be a problem. We should be able to fire so many atomic bombs when we get to that level of technology. Just drop them from orbit. The only way to be sure. But yeah, they're slowly building their walls. Is that done? Okay, you know what? We are ending for today. I'm sorry. I keep trying to end, but I keep not doing it. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate having you all here. If you've enjoyed today and you're not currently following, please give a follow. It's the best way to find out when I am live. My schedule is usually pretty close to accurate, but sometimes I do sneaky streams. So if you're ever around this time, or like rather 3 or 4 hours beforehand, sometimes I do streams there outside of the schedule. I might do one tomorrow, but don't hold me to it because I'm certainly not holding myself to it. But failing that, I will definitely be streaming on Monday. Other than that, just casually killing biters while talking. Other than that, you can also subscribe to me if you do so feel inclined. That will, you know, get my appreciation. And also we'll do a colored flashing light of your name in the base. So if that's something you want, then hey, that's a way you can see it. And every time you go I go past, you'll be like, hey, that's my name. Always a fun trick. There is also a YouTube channel where all these videos are uploaded at youtube.com/SeiferKatt. You can find those videos there. They're usually uploaded about 24 hours after the stream is done, but sometimes I do get a little bit late. So that's my fault. Are these connected? They're not connected, are they? Gosh. Sorry, just fixing up a problem that I saw there. Yeah, so you can view the YouTube videos there. So that way, if you miss an episode, you can find them there, or if you just want to see what's going on. Yeah, I guess where I got the idea from. I asked if I could. Also, what else I missed? There is also a Discord channel which you can join in. That's where you can find me outside the stream time. So if you want to talk to me there, you can. You know, up to you. It's totally fine. They're pretty damn cool, I agree. What else? I feel like I'm always missing something. Nope, can't think of anything. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, everyone. And I hope to see you guys next time. So take care, everyone, and that's it. Actually, just take care, everyone. Bye.